come from a family that is like full of academics, academicians, brilliant in studies and so on, and I was very clearly the black sheep. Never did well in any kind of studies, so wasn't cut out to be a professional of any kind. Lots of doctors and lawyers and engineers in my family, and I just about graduated. Right, I did my BCom, and that is primarily because my family ideally wanted me to at least become a chartered accountant. I wasn't cut out for that either. Sat through all those entrance exams, failed miserably at all of them. But the good thing was that I started my dad because he saw me not really doing anything much sort of important with my time. He got me a small clerical job in a plywood manufacturing concern called National Plywood. This was in Calcutta where I was growing up. And I was there in the purchase department disbursing payments to suppliers. And one of the vendors happened to be an advertising agency. And attached with their bills was something which I didn't know at that point in time was a storyboard for a TV commercial, which they had presented to the management and so on. And I was like, hey, what is this? Because I'd never seen anything like that. So then when the account management person from the agency came to collect his payment, I obviously sort of got on his back a bit, asking him stuff. And he said, yeah, this is what we do. We think up stuff on brands and we sell it to advertisers. And that sounded like really fun. Finally, sort of perked up the courage to move to Bombay. Or Mumbai as it is called now, and started applying to agencies, got a job, got my sort of career going in advertising, and I've never looked back. So there are more advantages than there are disadvantages. I think the only disadvantage, if at all, would be if sort of money gets into the equation because, if your decisions are sort of colored by, things to do with finance, if it has an overall implication on the bottom line and so on and so forth. But broadly, I think clients tend to be very comfortable with I'll never call myself a suit, but a person who can talk both languages from a strategic point of view, from a business point of view, from an understanding of the brand point of view, and from a creative point of view. So I think that puts them more at ease, and despite the long hair and everything, they tend to take me seriously, so which is a good thing, and that works. Trends in advertising that I would like would be the fact that virtually every kind of media is exploding. People say TV is dying. It's still growing year on year. Print is dying. It's still growing year on year. Outdoor is growing in leaps and bounds. So is radio. And of course, digital and mobile. So every possible medium is an opportunity to sort of communicate your message with the correct audience as far as brands go. And that's what we are constantly sort of trying to do. So the thing is, the world over, and to some extent, we're playing catch up in India, which is that the fact that digital and mobile are as big as they are across the globe, right? But from an Asian perspective, if anything, while digital and mobile continue to grow year on year in India, there's been no standout work from India in these categories, which has, let's say, been awarded, let's say at Cannes or even here at AdFest or Spikes in the digital and mobile category. And that's something for Indian agencies to sort of, really sit up and take notice of and try and do better, because the trends are being set elsewhere. They're definitely in the digital and mobile categories. They're not being set in India. So some years back, I had the good fortune of winning the best of direct at AdFest, as in it was the, the Grande Lotus and that sort of thing, for Donkey Thrashes Tiger, an amazing piece of work which was basically to help save the Indian tiger, which was, it had reached an alarmingly low number since then, as well as some other efforts taken by other brands have sort of helped restore the balance a bit, and things have looked up for the Indian tiger. So Donkey Thrasher's tiger is definitely right up there as one of my top favorites. Apart from that, for a brand called Morphy Richards, we had done a film which is called Corruption, which had won its Spikes and at Fest and all of that, and at Cannes. That's another piece that I'm really sort of is a personal favorite. Closer to home, there's a campaign that we do called Geo Parsi, which is a campaign that focuses on the community of Parsis. And it's not only because my chairman is a Parsi, but we actually do work that helps the community. And while it has been widely talked about and featured in Time magazine and so on and so forth, and raked up a lot of, I mean, it's been applauded hugely, as well as raked up a lot of controversy, because it focuses on the purity of the race, and it encourages the community to sort of get married and have children as soon as possible, and perhaps more than one child, so that they are not alone when they grow up and so on. It's a really fascinating campaign. We've done it twice. There's every possibility that it will sort of do well in the abbeys, hopefully back in India as well, and maybe it'll go on and win abroad as well. I mean, that I'm looking forward to that. Very simply, cricket, Bollywood, and I think Indians are an emotional lot. Whatever messages you put out, if they have a emotional flavor that involves families and the ties of family and the importance of connections, and strikes a deep emotional chord, as opposed to just being sell. These kind of approaches will always work better in the Indian perspective. I mean, well, there are two things. One is a pet ambition that I have sort of been fascinated by for a long time, but I haven't gotten down to it, which would be to direct a film, that for sure. A slightly more chilled out sort of alternate approach would be to open a cafe which focuses on, which is also a record store, because I love music and I love vinyl. So it would be sort of an amalgamation of both, and hopefully both these ambitions will come true.